In this video, I show you how to combine the spiral rod exercise with a spiral form moved in space. A spiral form in space seems an obvious combination for this exercise. A spiral doesn't move directly towards its goal, but lays a circular movement around it. Due to this, I suggest that you start off by walking in a circle and do it in such a way that you don't use your head, but rather the energy forces of your lower body. You can do this by feeling into the space with a hand. Give a little tension into the hand and invite the body to follow it to the side. Push it towards the front and then back to the middle. Then you change the hand, pull the body a little to the right, push it a little back, and push it back to the middle. You can try this without the hand and notice how different it feels. If you do it with the energy, going to the left as if leading the body and then push it to the front and to the middle, then the legs feel as if moving by themselves. They are embedded in the force with which you are leading them. When wanting to develop a spiral out of the circle, you leave the circle at a certain point, thinking about this center point and slowly spiraling in towards it. The circular movement in this periphery remains. One could have the image of a spaceship surrounding the moon. The space capsule leaves the mothership and spirals in towards its landing place. When it rises up again and has to move out with the same velocity to dock back onto the mothership before leaving the orbit. You start moving along the circle and then leave it and slowly spiral inwards towards the center. In your body sensation, the outer circle continues moving. That's what makes it a spiral. After arriving and changing direction, use the forces below to guide you back to the original circle. In joining the original circle, you may notice that it even accelerates a little. If that happens, then you know that you weren't in your head, but rather in the principle itself. In combining this with the rod movement, then the goal would be that in arriving at the top, you also arrive in the center, but not before and not after. In other words, this movement coordinated with the spiral movement. So I concentrated on the rod and on the spiral, but also on the feeling of the orbiting circle, and then the reverse journey. If you wish, you can walk the spiral inwards and not return on the same path, but rather spiral out in the opposite direction. a regular rod movement going up and down, coordinated with the zones of the body in front and behind, then becoming wide and narrow, arriving at the axis, combined with a spiral in time, with the simultaneous consciousness of the whole lower body and the circle in the circumference. And you connect with your body in such a way that you are not stepping, but rather in a stream of consciousness that takes hold of the legs and allows you to complete the form as if by itself.